Curse MMA here, and today I will be covering two MMA cards. First one being the Netflix MVP card, because I actually think it's better than the UFC one. Maybe not better, but maybe bigger name value at very least. Towards the top, that is. We'll start with the first fight here. I'm going to go through this one pretty quick, I'm not going to lie, because these first couple of fights, no one really gives a fuck about. Chris Avlevi, I don't fucking know, versus Brandon Jenkins. I'm going to go Brandon Jenkins here. Just more technical, he's better. Both had small stints in the UFC and were terrible. So it's just clearly interesting. I think Brandon Jenkins is better. Chris Levy he's like a merchant, bro. He can get finishes, but that's about it. Otherwise, he loses by decision. I think literally all 9 of his losses are by decision. So I'm gonna go Brandon Jenkins here. I think he's just better, more talented. Next, Aline Pereira versus Jade Mason Wong. Alex Pereira's sister. Pretty cool, I guess, to see her coming and in a decently big promotion, I guess. She's gonna win this fight by like 30-27. It's kind of just a layup for her, I feel like, because it's Alex Pereira's sister. They wanted to win, prop up the promotion a little bit. So Alan Pereira's going to 30-27 her. Just going to outreach her, strike her head off probably. Yeah, won't be too competitive. Next, we have David Morgion versus Albert Morales. Gonna go David here. David's actually really good. Like, unironically, he could be a future UFC prospect for sure. He's already been on the Contender Series, and that's his one loss, and it was to Tommy McMillan, which, Tommy McMillan's pretty good in the UFC, so no shame in that. And other than that, he's 8-0. He's actually really good. Good grappler, decent striking. I feel like he'll definitely be able to get this one done. Should dominate Albert here. Definitely, David's definitely named to watch on this card. It's actually pretty cool to see some prospects on this card that could potentially be future UFC guys. Especially, there's another one coming up too who actually has a decent fight too. Next, we have Jason Jackson versus Jeff Carrington. I'm going to go Jason Jackson here. Jason's a really good striker. He's slick with it. He can land big on you, and he's got a big reach advantage. I think he's got a technique advantage and a power advantage. I think he's just kind of better everywhere on the feet, and he's going to show that by TKOing Jeff here. Next is the other guy I was talking about, Andreno, I forgot to say this dude's name, Moraes, I'm stupid, I'm sorry, versus Puma Nakuda. I'm going to go Puma here. Nakuda, I don't know how to say his name. I watched a couple film and a couple of his highlights and fights and shit, and I couldn't find his name anywhere, so I'm sorry. But I think he's gonna ragdoll Adreno here. Adreno, yeah, whatever. Obviously we all know Adreno from him and Mighty Mouse's trilogy in one. It was it's cool, but he's not very good, to be honest. The only reason he even beat Mighty Mouse the first time was simply because Mighty Mouse didn't really understand the rules. He wasn't used to them, and he got kneed in the head while he was grounded. So, that's the only reason Andreno Hugh beat Mighty Mouse. Other than that, he's 12-6 in one, which one is pretty competitive, but still. I think Puma is actually really good. He's 11-0. Very good grappling, very good submissions. I think he's just going to take Andreno down kind of at will and submit him. Maybe Andreno can have some success on the feet, though. Should be a little interesting, I guess. But go in on Nakuda here to win by submission. Next, Numa Vizilov versus Jake Barbion. Going Nemo here. I could not find anything on Jake. Unironically, I looked, and I could find maybe one video, and that was about it. I'm going to go with the guy I actually saw a little bit of shit on with Nemo. Pretty good striking, good power on the hands, decent hand speed. I think he'll knock him out, I guess. Next, okay, finally we're getting into some interesting shit, right? Junior Dos Santos versus Robelis de Spain. This is fun. This is a fun fight. I'm going to go to Spain to knock out Junior Dos Santos, though. Obviously, to Spain, good striking. He is, what's the word? Jesus, I'm stupid. What's the word? Sloppy. There it is. Jeez. He's sloppy on the feet, but he has big power, insane reach. He was the biggest in UFC history when he was in the UFC. Junior Dos Santos is 42. Yeah, he's old as fuck. I just think he could take him down, though. Despain probably hasn't been training grappling too much. How many fights has he had in MMA since the UFC? Has it been 0? Okay, no. Wait, yeah. I think it has been. Yeah. That's not good. I think he can keep it standing and knock out Junior Dos Santos. Junior Dos Santos is a good grappler, though. And, if he just takes him down... This is tricky. This is a tricky one, to say the least. He's chinny, though. Rebellis has the reach. Keep it standing. He wins. Obviously, Junior could get it down, though. I'll go Rebellis here, though, by TKO. Believe in the process. Then we have a cool one. Kenny Cross versus... oh, my God, dude. Yeah, I give up. I'm not even trying that. We're going to call him P. P here is an elite prospect. I mean, you can see with the record 22-2. Great striking, great grappling, super well rounded. Has lost 2 fights by decision. Thing is by TKO, one of them. But I know the decision one. But the guy he's fighting in this loss by decision is also 19-1, 30. Another good prospect, great fighter. I gotta stop calling these guys prospects. They're good in their own promotion. But I feel like there's an end goal there. But I'm going to go P here. Kenny Cross, not the worst fighter ever, Not the worst fighter ever. He's also well-rounded. It's just... I just feel like he's not on the level of P here. I just think he's going to get taken down. He's going to get controlled there. He's also going to get outlanded on the feet, out-techniqued. And I just see P here kind of controlling him and winning a decision probably. Could get a finish here, but yeah, I'm going to go with 30-27 here. I mean, he's a minus 1,800 for a reason. Should be a pretty easy win for him. But Kenny Cross isn't like a joke either, to be honest. Next, we have Francis Ngannou versus Philip Lins. Francis Ngannou has a 30-pound weight advantage, almost 40. He has a 5-inch reach advantage. Philip Lins is not that good on the ground. He did beat Ian Kupalabde, though. That's a good win. He's literally a light heavyweight, guys. Fighting Francis Ngannou, one of the biggest heavyweights. And he's older. Oh, God. Yeah, Francis is going to knock him out. He's going to take him down and ground and pound him to death, probably. Could easily ragdoll him. He's just going to win wherever he wants. I mean, they're just giving Francis this fight to win it, to be honest. Like, let's keep it a buck. They want a big win in the start of their promotion. Fair enough. Easy win for Francis, though. Then we have a fun one. Nate Diaz versus Mike Perry. This is fun. This is a fun fight, right? I'm going to go Mike Perry here to kind of box up Nate Diaz. Just think he's a way better striker, technically. Nate Diaz might be able to get to the ground, but even then, Mike Perry's ground game isn't, like, god-awful. It's, like, bad, but it's not the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire existence, And, just think he's better. He's been more active in combat sports as well. I think Nate Diaz literally has that one boxing match with fucking Jake Paul. And then, and Jorge Masvidal. How could I fucking forget? So I think the activity for Mike Perry doing bare knuckle or doing this other shit, having fun with it. I mean, look how active this dude is. And he's fighting like twice a year. And, it's different combat sports, but that shit's still good. I think Mike Perry's just going to kind of box up Nate Diaz. I'm going to go with TKO too, fuck it. First time Nate Diaz gets finished by TKO. Am I stupid? I'm not making that up, right? I am making that up. When the fuck did that happen? Okay, doctor stoppage does not count. Josh Thompson. Oh, that's a callback. Okay. And then we have Ronda Rousey versus Gina Carney, or whatever the fuck her name is. I'm going to Ronda Rousey here. I'm going to smudge her. Going to be a boring fight. Maybe she'll submit her. Could be a submission, yeah. Both of them are old, washed, and haven't fought in like 4 years. So, 10 years, excuse me. I think it's been 10 plus years for both of them, huh? If I said 4 years. Damn, since 2009. Yeah, Ronda Rousey's gonna win. She has okay. This is a fun card though for a non-UFC card. It's pretty good. Should be interesting to watch. Will be fun to watch. Peace.